ED has been active in Kerala for quite some time, not a very good news. One is the cooperative bank sector where several scams have broken. And the Prime Minister himself has assured the candidate there that the culprits will be brought to book. And more importantly, their deposit, their money will be returned. So, but there has also been questions from the court whether the probe is, going ahead in the expected pace or speed. Is there a delay? Is there a, lacunae in the ED probe into the Kerala cooperative banks? Especially
I may not be able to answer case by case about the merit of how the work is processing or about the perfection with which the case is getting built up. But it is a fact that evidence and also witnesses, gathering witnesses and bringing in evidence and also putting all the papers together, answering every question of the courts does take time. So, the agencies will have to do a proper job, otherwise the case that they are building will also not hold good. The courts can always say, you are wrong, there is no case here. No agency wants to be pointed out like that because their credibility gets affected.
You answered part of my next question earlier, but to bring it out specifically, there is a new narrative that's being built. ED Niralil Janadhipatyam, democracy overshadowed by ED, being built up by major media houses and newspapers, trying to portray the fact that ED is banging on opposition. The media narrative, it's not an allegation that the editorial pages are carrying articles like this. It's not as if they're quoting somebody. They themselves are saying.
See, if you think you are in the opposition, or if you think you are a party which is opposed to the government in power in center, even if you are in power in state, there should be immunity given for whatever you do. May not hold good. You didn't have that virtue even with BJP leaders when you were in power. Then when every day there was a corruption scandal coming out during 2004 and 14, there was completely a lot of people from different sections of the society, inclusive of media. There was this comment that CBI is like a caged parrot. You didn't allow them to do what is per law required by them to do, to go after corrupt fellows. They were caged parrot. So, because most of the corruption was happening in the government itself, you didn't want the CBI to come out freely because they will have to ask questions of probably sitting ministers, political party leaders who were associated with UPA. You had nobody from the opposition who you can drive them after. Whereas now the case is CBI is not a caged parrot, ED is not a caged parrot, they are doing their business. And where are they finding people and evidence? With the opposition. There is no scandal or no corruption in Prime Minister Modi's government. So, they can't divert and come this way, they can't take a U-turn, it is all that side, and therefore they are going after that.